Welcome to your day number 2 of the 30 days of yoga. And this journey, we will be doing yoga for the next 30 days to set an intention and come into a new version of you. So, for today's practice, we will be visualizing success. So, really finding that clarity and inspiration, picturing what our lives are going to be looking like once we implement fully this intention. So today is going to be a heart opening slow flow. I do recommend a block for this practice. If you like these classes, I also offer one-on-one yoga coaching as well as corporate wellness programs. You can check my website, margaretflock.com, for more information. And if you'd like a free chart that details all the target areas of the body along with poses associated with these areas, you can sign up to my newsletter and you can find that in the description below. Let's go ahead and get started on our backs today. Bring the feet wide, bending the knees, and then just drop the knees together into a broken bridge pose. Place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Let's start by tuning into the breath. Noticing the rise and fall of the inhale and exhale. Belly expanding, pressing into the hand, and relaxing as you exhale. Noticing the natural rhythm of the breath. And go ahead and elongate the inhale and exhale. If Ujjayi is in your practice, you can go ahead and turn that on, constricting the back of the throat, sending the breath all the way back, creating those ocean-like waves, sounds. Noticing your body now, really just tuning in, tapping into all these areas. Noticing how this pose feels in the body. Noticing the space of the heart. Maybe you can feel the heart start to beat. When you're ready, go ahead and let go of the arms, let them go. Separate the knees and just drop the knees from left to right. Massaging the hips. Nice gentle twists. And then keeping the feet planted, find stillness. Draw the feet closer in towards the body. Plant the hands firmly down. On your next inhale, lift up the hips, finding a bridge pose here. Take 3 breaths. Relaxing the glutes. Exhale, lowering the hips to hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower to hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower to a hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower all the way down. Extend the legs out long. And then lift up just the chest. Extend the arms forward. Gaze at the toes. Flex the feet. Exhale, release. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift up just the chest. Extend the arms, flex the toes, gaze forward. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, draw the knees all the way into the chest. And start to rock back and forth along the length of the spine. Really feeling the vertebra, making contact with the mat. Massaging up and down the spine. When you're ready, go ahead and rock forward, coming into a tabletop position. Stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Let's take a few rounds of cat-cow here. Inhale, open the heart, drop the belly, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, gaze down at the knees. Moving back and forth, just like this. Really spreading the collarbone open as you inhale. Pressing the heart back as you exhale. And go ahead and find neutral tabletop. On your next inhale, extend the right arm off to the side and up. Exhale, thread it behind the left wrist, rest on the shoulder, and then bump the hips over towards the right. Inhale, reach the right arm up and high. Exhale, place it back down onto the mat. Inhale the left arm off to the side and up. Exhale, thread it behind the right wrist, rest on the shoulder, and then bump the hips to the left. Breathe. Inhale the left arm out to the side and up. Exhale, place it back down. Finding neutral tabletop. On your next inhale, extend the right arm forward and extend the left leg back behind you, finding a balance here. When you're ready, go ahead and bend the back knee, reach the right arm back and clasp that foot. Press the foot into the hand, gaze out, opening the heart, drawing that knee into the center line. Exhale, release that back foot. Return the right hand and knee back down. Sway the hips from left to right. Inhale the left arm out and the right leg back. Find that opposition, press through the right hand, and then bend the back knee, reach back behind you for that foot. Kick the foot into the hand as you open the heart, drawing that knee in towards the center line. Exhale, release that foot, lower the knee and the hand back down, and sway the hips from left to right. When you're ready, go ahead and curl the toes under and press back to your downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here, maybe swaying from side to side, maybe bending one knee and the other. Next, inhale, tippy toe to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, shine that heart forward. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach the arms up. Exhale the hands down to heart center. Inhale, send the fingertips up towards the sky. And then interlace the fingers, just leaving the pointer finger and the thumb out. And then start to bend back, gazing up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale up. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to your plank pose. Take one big breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down, either taking chaturanga or knee, chest, chin. And lowering all the way down to the belly. Bring the hands directly underneath the shoulders. And then draw the elbows in towards the body. On your next inhale, lift up just the chest. Cobra pose. Feeling that spine start to work. Exhale, lower down. Go ahead and bring the hands slightly more forward. A few inches in front of the shoulders. Next inhale, press up. This time press a little higher. Exhale, lower it all the way back down. This time, go ahead and bring your fingertips out to the side wider. Fingertips down. On your next inhale, press all the way up. High cobra. Breathe. Exhale, lower all the way back down. Bring the hands directly underneath the shoulders. Press up to the knees. And then back to downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. Next, inhale, sweep the right leg up and high. Exhale, plant the foot in between the hands and then drop the back knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Low lunge, press through that right foot. Bring your right hip back, the left hip forward. Exhale, bring the hands back behind you. Interlace the fingers and puff the chest up. Gaze up. Think length instead of depth. Keep pressing through that right foot. Exhale, let go of the hands and plant the hands to frame the front foot. Curl the back toes under and lift the back knee. Runner's lunge. Next, inhale, reach the arms up, finding your crescent pose on the ball of the back foot. Exhale, bend the elbows, open the heart, gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, goalpost arms, open the heart. Inhale, reach back up. One more time, open the heart. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. On your next inhale, bend the back knee and hop it forward, coming into one-legged Tadasana. Flex the toes. Exhale, bring the ankle on top of that right knee as you sink the hips all the way down. For figure four squat, stay lifted through the spine. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. One more time. Lift that left knee. Exhale, step it back. Warrior two. Back foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. Inhale, flip the right palm. Reach forward and then back for your reverse warrior. Keep that bend in the right knee. Exhale, bring the right hand down to a block or your mat. Half moon pose, flex the left toes. You got this. You can stay right here, or if you'd like an extra opening in the heart, go ahead and bend the back knee, reach for the foot, kick that foot into the hand as you slowly open the heart, maybe gazing back behind you. Exhale, release the foot, finding a forward fold at the top of the mat. Go ahead and bend both elbows. Grab the elbows with the hands, drop the head and neck, and just relax the entire upper body. You can bend the knees as much as you'd like. You can sway, relaxing the head and neck. Go ahead and release the elbows, plant the hands, step back to plank pose. Take a big breath in and flow through your vinyasa. Pressing back to downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. Inhale the left leg up and high. Exhale, plant the foot between the hands. Runner's lunge. And then soften the back knee down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Press through that left foot. Bring the left hip back, right hip forward. Exhale, bring the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers the opposite way of how you did before, the non-dominant way. Inhale, puff the chest up, gaze up towards the ceiling, think length instead of depth. Press through that left foot. Exhale, release the hands, plant the hands to frame that front foot. Curl the back toes under and lift the back knee, runner's lunge. Inhale, rise all the way up. Crescent pose. Still bringing the left hip back, right hip forward. On your exhale, bend the elbows, open the heart, gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, goalpost arms, open the heart. Inhale, reach up. One more time, open that heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. When you're ready, bend the back knee, And then drive it forward, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, right ankle on top of the left knee as you sink down low. Keeping a nice, long, straight spine. You can always bring the hands to the blocks here if you need. Next, inhale, reach that right knee up one more time. Exhale, step it back, warrior two, back foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. Breathe. Inhale, flip the left palm, reach forward, and then all the way back, reverse warrior. Exhale, bring the left hand down to the block or your mat. For half moon pose, stacking the hips and shoulders, flex the back toes. Stay right here, or you can bend the knee, reach for the foot, press the foot into the hand as you open the heart, maybe even gazing down and back behind you. Exhale, let go of that back foot if you had it, and forward fold at the top of the mat. Go ahead and relax the head and neck, bend the knees as much as you'd like, and then clasp the elbows. This time clasp the opposite way, the non-dominant way. Just relax the whole upper body. Exhale, let go of the elbows. Plant the hands, step back to plank pose. Take one more big breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Bring the fingertips off to the side, just as we did before in Cobra. When you're ready, press yourself up, Cobra pose. This time lower down all the way. We'll take a few rounds just like that. Inhale, press yourself up, find that wave through the spine. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, wave the spine, press up. Exhale, release. One more time, press up. Exhale, release. Bring the hands directly underneath the shoulders, press back up to plank and back to downward facing dog. Take 3 more breaths. Next exhale, drop the knees all the way down. We'll set up for a camel pose. So sitting on the knees in a kneeling position just like this, go ahead and curl the toes under to find some extra stability there. And then bring the hands to the low back, fingertips up. Draw the elbows in together. Lift through the spine. Start to gaze up towards the ceiling. Press the hips forward. As you press the hips forward, you're going to keep looking up. Slowly drop the head and neck down. Camel pose. Keep that heart open. Next inhale, start to rise back up. Slowly and carefully bring the hands back to heart center. Untuck the toes, sit back on the heels, and close your eyes and breathe. If you feel any kind of lightheadedness, that's okay. Just breathe through it. And let's take one more round of camel, just like that. Inhale, come back up to the knees. Tuck those toes under. Bring the hands to the low back, fingertips up. Draw the elbows in towards each other. Lift through the crown of the head, start to gaze up. Press those hips forward. Lower the head back. Maybe this time, reaching back for the heels. Wherever you are, just press those hips forward. Even though we're bending back pretty deeply, we're still breathing. If you had the hands on the heels, go ahead and return them to the low back and then press up slowly and carefully. Sit back down onto the heels and breathe. Let's go ahead and take a counter stretch now. Go ahead and bring the hands forward. We'll come into rabbit pose. So starting in a tabletop position, go ahead and drop the head all the way down. And then start to roll onto the crown of the head. You can tuck the toes under if that feels better. You can walk the knees closer in. You can walk the arms forward and breathe. Next inhale, start to roll back and press yourself back up. Whew, that was a good one. Let's go ahead and find our puppy pose now. So very similar to a child's pose, except we're having the knees stacked directly underneath the hips. Go ahead and walk the hands forward and go ahead and press the forehead down into the mat. You can stay here or you can lower all the way down onto the chest. You'll feel an opening in the heart and the shoulders. Next, inhale, press yourself up and walk all the way back. Fall over onto one hip and then swing the legs around. Go ahead and bring the right foot to the outside of the left glute and the right foot to the outside of the right glute. So we're stacking the knees here. You can also just readjust the hips for our shoelace pose. You can stay right here if this is enough of a stretch, or you can start to hinge forward, drop the head and neck. You're going to feel this pretty deeply. You may not even have to come that far. You're going to feel this stretch in both hips. Inhale, press yourself up. Bring the hands behind your back. And then just switch legs. Left leg on the bottom, right leg on top. The feet next to the glutes. You can readjust the hips. Either stay right here if this is enough, or start to hinge forward and drop the head and neck. Inhale, press back up. Bring the hands behind you, uncross the legs, and just drop the knees from left to right. Go ahead and grab your block or whatever prop you might have. If you don't have the prop, that's totally fine. There will be another variation. And go ahead and lower all the way down onto your back. So at the beginning of this class, we tried bridge pose. We're going to try it again, going a little deeper this time now that we've warmed up. So bring the soles of the feet close towards the glutes, arms by the sides. On your next inhale, lift up the hips. This time, just walk the shoulders so that they're underneath the shoulder blades, and you can clasp the hands. Keep pressing through the hips. And let's take 5 deep breaths. Exhale, release the hands, lower all the way back down. Go ahead and grab your block if you have it. If you don't have that block, you can just bring the feet separated with the knees together as a restorative variation of bridge pose, broken bridge. Or if you have that block, go ahead and just lift those hips all the way back up and slide it under so that the block is underneath the tailbone. And just lower all the way down. We'll be here for about a minute, so just relax. On your next inhale, lift up the hips just enough to slide the block out. Lower all the way down. Whew. You can draw the knees into the chest, rock from side to side. Go ahead and draw the nose into the knees. Give yourself one last squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, lower all the way down. Send the legs out in front of you. Arms by your side. Finding your final resting pose, Shavasana. letting go of all the tension in the body, the tension in the heart, relaxing into the mat for the next few moments. Feel free to stay right here in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. Don't forget your journal prompt in the description below. And if you'd like the free target area reference chart, you can also check the description for that as well. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.